We do a little rapid fire section just
Fun.
to get
Let's-
to know
okay.
you a little
I'm going to
better.
try to be as spontaneous as I can.
First question, what's your morning routine?
Wake up, go outside on my porch, do a CrossFit workout, take a shower, go to work.
Where are you most productive, home or office?
Both. Different types of productivity, home, Zen state, flow state at time, office, connecting, being together, brainstorming.
What's your favorite show right now? What are you binging?
Oh my gosh, if you looked at my YouTube history, it's this weird mechanical stuff, off-road vehicles and rockets and ships and big waves.
Best life hack?
I think it all gets down to the joy of health, really. Like if I'm not, feeling centered, both sleep, exercise, diet, all of that, everything else just completely falls.
You used to have a talk radio show.
Yeah.
Now that I've met you in person, I get this.
No way.
I see how you'd be
You're
pretty
kidding.
fun to listen to. Yeah. What was your style? Like, what was your jam?
So my jam was, I would say, starting in college when I would have insomnia at 2 a.m., I would turn on talk radio, and all those famous KGO people, Bill Wattenberg, Ray Taliaferro, just listen to the people calling in. So after Knowledge Revolution was acquired, and I had a year, I had a little time to dabble. My jam was really trying to talk about outrageous topics, gambling, other controversial things. And it was in a small market in Santa Cruz. So I would it's really hard to get people to call in.
It's like call your mom, please call.
So it's really scary if you're a DJ and no one's calling in. So I made it really controversial. I have people come on and debate interesting topics.
If you could have dinner with Steve Jobs or Walt Disney, who would you pick?
Both?
You can't pick both.
I guess I would have to slightly lean Disney just because he was not just the usher of the innovation, but actually was kind of part of some of the innovation. But I think Steve leaned much more on finding the people to drive that innovation.
Best advice for your 20s?
Don't freak out if between the age of 22 and 25, everything is a disaster.
Best advice for your 40s?
Life is short. It's such a valuable commodity. Every day, what you do, your friends, your time, your family is so important.
So how do you define work-life integration? I don't like the word balance.
Yeah, I would say, can I make my Roblox job better than anything else I would do? Like, can it be better than retiring? Can it be better than a hobby? Can I figure out what my unique job as a CEO, every CEO job is different. Like, I like doing it, so can I figure out what my role is?
You mentioned your co-founder, Eric Castle, earlier, who died tragically of cancer in 2013. If he was here today, what do you think he would think of the Roblox that Roblox has become?
Wow, I think he'd be proud. It's a good question.
Yeah.
Like, I think he would, both of his sons have worked at the company a bit. So yeah, I think he'd be very proud.
Seems like you miss him.
He's just such a brilliant partner, yeah. And he also set the standard for taking the long view on how we engineer things. A lot of the technology at Roblox is still his vision lives on.
And it goes back to your advice for your 40s. Life is short.
It is.
So in 5 years, will the metaverse exist? In the form that you imagine, or is it going to take much longer? Like, what's the time horizon?
Well, it's really interesting, right? Because we're right in the middle of it right now, in a sense, with 50 million people every day on our platform. Yeah. It's already here. And at the same time, what is ultimately going to be possible could be 5, 10, or 20 years out. So the metaverse really has existed since online dial-up MUDs, really, 2D, very simple, text. You could call that the metaverse. It existed in multiplayer gaming, World of Warcraft. It exists now with more people, and in 10 or 20 years, it'll exist photorealistically with 50,000 people.